Okay, we start with you, Ole. It must be an exciting and special evening. Former teammates play against your own hometown. How was it?
Special, of course. The whole build-up to the game was special for a guy from Kristiansund, and I think the crowds enjoyed it. Of course, when there's 6,000 people from Kristiansund here, it's a special night for everyone, and I thought they held their own. Of course, we pressed, but we couldn't get a goal.
And 2 times Solskjaer at the bench, and then Noah, 19, made his debut. How do you feel about that?
It's special, of course, for the boy. He's trained with him now for a little while, and to make the debut there is great for him and a proud moment, I think, and for me as well. It's good to see him enjoy football.
Thank you, Ole. Christian, almost a draw against Manchester United. And this is one of your best friends.
Yeah, first of all, for us in KBK, Kristiansund, it was a huge experience and a fantastic opplevelse. Experience.
So, in Norwegian, opplevelse, everyone from UK. Sorry.
So the guys sitting in the KBK Kristiansund dressing room now is so proud. They can now for the rest of their lives say that we played Man United. And thanks to Ole Gunnar and United for letting us do that. And it was an amazing day.
And 5,000 people, at least, come from Kristiansund.
At least, I think, because we have a lot of supporters also from Kristiansund who is supporting even Man United even more. So yeah. Seeing and playing against United, for me, for the players, for everybody, our dream come true.
Okay, then we are ready for questions. We have 2 microphones, so please use them. VG.
Ole Gunnar, how was it as a dad to be able to give 2 of your sons, or you gave one of the sons this moment and you gave the other one this moment, and who decided that the youngest was going to be assistant manager tonight?
He did. No, it was just one of those nights that you can get once in your lifetime, and of course it was great for him. So he was proud to be sat there, but he knows his football, so he had a good analysis after the game.
Next one, please. Yes, please, on the first row.
No, at this point of the pre-season, it's all about fitness and getting the players sharp. Is there a concern for finishing? I think it was 30 shots and Georgia's better opponents. Would you expect your forwards to be a bit more clinical in front of the target?
Well, I think I've said before in press conferences that we need to be more clinical. Of course, that's where you win the games. I think we're looking solid at the back. They had a great chance early on, second half, but that was one decent chance, and we should have done better. Their keepers played well, I have to say. All 3 of them did well, and there were some great saves. But we're going to keep working, keep improving, and keep making the relationships between the players and the patterns work even better. And it's not a concern, but it's something that we're going to have to improve on.
Vega.
Question to both. The 16-year-old Max Williamson did a good job against Paul Pogba in the end of the match. What do you think about that challenge, and does it sum up this special game?
Yeah, that was an important challenge in front of the goal. So yeah, and Max, like Noah, is a youngster coming through in KBK now, so the future hopefully look very good.
Ole, Pogba looked a bit surprised, didn't he?
He's a top boy, Max. I've actually he's played with my daughter, the same age, and I've coached him a little bit, so we know he's one of the next ones coming through from our local town. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if any team over in England would think about him in academies.
In the middle, please, and then first row.
Yes, Ole, you talked about Kristiansund holding their own. Many people, especially in Norway, have been kind of talking down the level of the Eliteserien the last couple of years. How do you think Kristiansund's performance today shows what the teams also in Norway are capable of.
Yeah, I was wondering myself how the level were gonna be shown today, and I thought some of the players really held their own, and you could see that they can play at a higher level. Of course, we were the better team, but I'm surprised by all the negative talk. We can see the structure, very, very good. It's hard to play against, and a little bit more precision and some counter-attacks first half, they would have created chances, and that's one of the big strengths of Norwegian football, and that's something that we in England now are maybe not as used to play against compact teams like this and with their game plan of that counter-attack.
Yes.
Hi Ollie, it's obviously the first time we've seen you since Shanghai. Is there any update on how Eric Bailly is? Is there an idea of how long he's going to be out for?
Yeah, he's had an operation, and he'll miss best part of 4 or 5 months, I would think. Hopefully we'll get him back for around about Christmas. It was a positive news from the surgeon. He had the operation, was it this morning? And it was positive that it was all repaired, and he'll be fine, and that's good news.
Ollie, sorry, another question. Obviously this time you have to ask about transfers. We understand the club have opened discussions with Juventus over a potential deal for Paulo Dybala. How hopeful are you of getting a deal over the line for a player of his calibre?
Well, I'm not here to talk about any rumours or speculations about other teams' players, but of course we're working on 1 or 2 cases, as I've said before, and hopefully there's another 10 days-ish before we start the league, and hopefully we can announce a fresh face or 2.
Ollie, you gave David De Gea the captain's armband today. He's obviously said that he would like it on a permanent basis. Are you any closer to making that decision?
Oh well, we'll see. We've got different kinds of captain types. There's leaders, vocal leaders. There's players who like David, who's with his merits and what he's done, and he'll play majority of the game. So we'll announce something soon, probably.
Hi Ollie, just back on Dybala and Lukaku. Obviously he hasn't played now in any of the 5 games that you've had pre-season. Is it for the best for both him and for the club that he moves on now, do you think?
Well, he got injured, so it was best for him to stay home now, because he wouldn't have been able to play. Hopefully he might be able to train during the next couple of days, Rome, and then let's see what happens. You never know what happens in football, but he's not been able to train. But it wasn't that bad that we had to send him home from. We still had hope he was going to be fit in Australia and Shanghai and Singapore, but now this short trip there was no point bringing him.
VG. Radio 1.
Ole, you mentioned the negativity around Norwegian football. What, in your opinion, should be done to raise the positivity around our football, you think?
Well, there's always critics that wanna say something negative, and there's us that work in football that can see what's being done every single day and the progress that's being made. And let's see how the teams fare in Europe. You see Haugesund beat Sturm Graz 2-0. I don't think too many would believe that 3 or 4 years ago.
Christian, what's your opinion on this team?
On this team?
On this theme?
Yeah, no,
subject.
Yeah, I'm subjective. I'm one of the Norwegians training as a coach. I think I can answer the question, of course, but I think if you ask the boys who played United today, I think some of them tell, wow, it's a fantastic level. But at the same time, they know that United is one of the best teams. So I think it's a lot of good quality as well in Norwegian football, and we are coming.
Okay, then we have the last questions beside you.
Obviously, this was the 5th summer game, have you got a pretty good idea in your head now of the team that is probably going to start against Chelsea in a few days?
Yeah, but then again, it's not about one team for the first game, and that's the team for the rest of the season. We've got a strong squad, and I feel that there's not too big a difference when we make the subs. So of course we're gonna have to find the right balance. We've not really picked the first 11 yet, and but most of the relationship we've tried. So Milan will be another last test, and then let's see what we decide on. But this depends on the opposition as well.
Does it seem like a very strong team that you picked tonight? Is it too much to say that that's close to what you're thinking of starting against Chelsea? Is that?
I think when Pogba doesn't start, I think it's not the first 11.
Fair enough.